tips to help you get the most out of your crock pot.
If you're making something like dessert or sauce, you don't want that extra condensation, so put a kitchen towel under the lid. It will absorb that condensation.
If you're using vegetables in your recipe, make sure to cut them into larger chunks like this. Same goes for potatoes. If you cut them too small, they'll disintegrate. It's tempting to lift the lid while everything is cooking, but unless the recipe specifically says to do that, don't do it. Every time you lift that lid, you lose 30 minutes of cook time, so just leave it on there until it's done. The recipe says to cook on low for 8 hours, but you're in a hurry, you can cook it on high for 4 hours. Whatever the recipe says for the low setting, just half that time for the high setting. If a recipe calls for you to add a block of cream cheese at the end, just leave your cream cheese on top of the lid so it'll warm during the cooking. Warm, softened cream cheese will melt and mix much, much better than cold cream cheese. And you can shred that meat right here in your crock pot. However, don't do this if you're using a crock pot.
Instantly make your crock pot travel ready. Stretch 2 rubber bands from the lid to the handles. It will keep the lid on while traveling. Wrap the base in a towel or put the whole thing in